know that over 200 billion USD funding is available to SMEs in Africa today? From government institutions to international organizations and even local funding, capital is available to SMEs. And so the million-dollar question is, why don't SMEs take advantage of these opportunities? In Kenya, for example, with over 6 million SMEs, only 1 million are legally registered. And yet, registration is simply the first step towards legitimizing your business and accessing funding. Governance and business management standards are the foundation, or if you would like, the backbone of any business success. They relate to how your business is constituted, to how it effectively carries out its responsibilities, and how does your team develop and implement policies and strategies. In a nutshell, it looks at your governance, management, and operational standards. So for the next couple of weeks, we will be looking at those three components in relation to your business. Today, we will be talking about governance. The private sector corporate governance trust defines governance as the manner in which power is exercised in the management of economic and social resources for sustainable human development. Governance is concerned with the processes, systems, practices, and procedures that governs a business. The objective of establishing structure is to maintain corporate integrity, reputation, and responsibilities towards all stakeholders. Governance touches two major elements. Number one, compliance. Are you compliant with your industry's principles and codes? Is your business registered? Are you tax compliant? Do you have a set of founding documents such as your memorandum and article of association, your full constitution, trust deed, or any related government ministry document, depending of course on the nature of your business? The second aspect of governance is in regard to a board. Do you have a board? While many SMEs do not see the importance of a board is important to start, sustain, and grow a business. Before setting up a board, ask yourself, where do I want my business to be in the next 5 years? This question will help you know who do you need to identify as board members and how much you may need to pay them. This means that family and friends may not be your best options. The role of a board is to create and review your business mission, goals, and impacts on the society, and provides governance, structures, and oversight. A board should be constituted of at least 5 people who meet at least 3 times a year to discuss governance and management related issues. To be effective, your board must have a trustee or executive board document that has a clear explanation of the powers and function of its board members and various subcommittees. It must also include a clear explanation of the roles and responsibility of not only the board itself, but individual board members, such as the chair, the treasurers, and so on and so forth. These documents must include processes of electing, recruiting, or maybe appointing members, removing board members as well, in case of lack of satisfaction. Your trust deed or executive board document must include a clear explanation of the process of the review and evaluation of the board and each board member's performance. To avoid conflict, a signed register of interest and code of conduct must also be signed. The role of the board is also to plan its strategy. A minimum of a 3-year strategy must be put in place. I like to recommend to my clients 3 years to take into perspective the ever-changing environment in which we operate. A long-term strategic plan might put the company at risk and rigid in its operations, while a short-term strategic plan may be too disruptive. Staff need some sort of organization and system, especially after a major change. A critical element of a board is financial sustainability. The board must be able to develop a sustainable business model to encourage cash flow and scale up the business. While many claim not to have seen the signs of a COVID-19 pandemic, truth is the signs were all over. The role of a leader is not to simply adjust to changes, but to also anticipate change. The West were already affected, and like we often say, when Europe coughs, Africa gets a cold. It was just a matter of time. Having a risk management system would have helped anticipate the risk, as one significant role of a board is to anticipate risk. Although the management of a company is ultimately responsible for a company's risk management, the board of directors must understand the risk facing the company and oversee the risk management process.